Okay, Shalom Israel. I want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and others of great millstone, and Shalom to the elect. This is going to be a reply to the video called The Cult of White Genocide. And right here, you see on the screen the brother Samak from the GMS Miami camp, and you had this Edomite basically ridicule or basically shed a bad light on his brother, all right, for being happy that you Edomites are being killed off at an alarming rate, okay? And he brought out the article on RT News where it says that the Edomites are not reproducing, and by the year 2045, I believe, the population of the Edomite will be of the so-called white people, the Caucasians, will be reduced by 50%. Okay, so I'm gonna grab a few precepts, man, because if you think we angry, you think we upset, and we just reading out of the scriptures, imagine when the Lord comes back. Imagine when it actually happens. Okay, you think, hey, if talk is alarming, imagine when the action comes to play. Okay, so before I actually get that, I want to get this. Isaiah chapter 60 verse 1. It says, "Arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of Yahweh is risen upon thee." So when Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai comes back, okay, that's going to be the glory of Yahweh is risen upon us. Starting off with the elect, and then on to the rest of Israel. For behold, oh no, that was it on that. Okay, I'm actually get another one in Isaiah 40:1. It says, comfort ye, my people, saith the Most High, because believe it or not, whether you want to ridicule us or not, this is the good news. This is the gospel. All right? Because we're the ones on the bottom. We're the ones being afflicted, and every day, all right, despite you Jake's being reminded of being on the bottom, and Esau, is constantly getting off, him shooting Jake's at an alarming rate, all right, killing off Jake's, whether it be through abortions or the food, whatever, man. Whether it be through the vaccinating kids, the Jake kids, all right, through the through the lead pipes in the waters in the Jake neighborhoods. Okay, so this world represents our death, but the world to come represents what? All right, life for us. So it says, comfort ye my people. All right, which that's a racist statement. All throughout the Bible, you understand and notice that the Most High is racist. Saith your God, speak ye confidently to Jerusalem, and cry unto her that her warfare is accomplished, that her iniquity is pardoned. And this goes to show you that Jerusalem must be an afflicted people. Why must they be afflicted people? Because it just said that her warfare is accomplished. Now, in the so-called the gutter rats, the Israelis, all right, here it is. A lot of times they'll take off, like, a lot of times, just as an example, what these so-called Jews, Salakia, all right, hey, when you think of a so-called Jew, well, you think of rich, you think of wealthy, so that can't be talking about them, man. Jerusalem has to be a people, like the scripture said, Jerusalem robbed and spoiled, and snared in holes, in Isaiah 40:22. So it says, speak ye comfortably to Jerusalem, and cry unto her that her warfare is accomplished, that her iniquity is pardoned, for she have received of the Lord's hand double for all her sins. Okay? But the Most High is getting ready to turn back around. This is the voice of him that crieth in the wilderness, prepare ye the way of Yahweh, make straight in the desert a highway for our power. And he was actually, Isaiah right here was prophesying of John the Baptist, which in the spirit, we come in that spirit, prophesying of the coming of the Holy One, of Yahweh Shai. every valley shall be exalted, and we do that, all right, using the word, using the scriptures, as it is written, lo, I come in the volume of the book. Verse 4, Isaiah 40:4, every valley shall be exalted, and every mountain and hill shall be made low, and the crooked shall be made straight, and the rough places plain. All right, and when I watched that video of the Apostle Rumlob, he was going into that book called Without Sanctuary. Okay, and you just see he goes into pictures where, you know, Jake is being lynched and hung. All right, and Esau is just, you know, standing right next to him, like as if nothing was wrong, man. Standing right next to a dead body, you know, a person that just been you know, caught on fire, all right, lynched and burnt, as if nothing was wrong. All right, and yeah, man, this, like I said, to this very day, you still have Jakes, you know what I'm saying, you don't really hear it as much, but you know, down south they still lynching Jakes, man. So every valley shall be exalted, which a valley is what? A low land. So Jake being on the bottom, looked at as niggas and spicks and low lives, you know, looked at as never up to any good. You know, when you think of a crime or a robbery, who you think of? A Jake. So it says, and every mountain and hill shall be made low. So everything that's high and lofty, all right, which is the so-called white man, because everybody loves the so-called white man, you know. How dare you talk about a so-called white man, you know? And the crooked shall be made straight, and the rough places plain. All right, so everything is going to go right side up. You know how faggots get rights, all right? How the real criminals, which the word criminal or goes into crimson, which is red, the real red people are damn Edomites, man. All right, you're the real black people, and we're the real white people. All right, obviously not by color, but by the stigma. The word, because white means pure, okay, and black means void of light. All right, and we have the light. We got Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, and it's very soon that you're gonna see that. All right, so it says, and the glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together. For the mouth of Yahweh has spoken it. So you're gonna see the salvation of the elect of Israel, man. You're gonna see that the Most High was actually dealing with the men that you claimed as bums, man. Okay. So this is Revelation chapter 19, verse let me start at the top. And it says, and after these things I heard a great voice of much people in heaven saying, Alleluia, or all praises, call hello, salvation and glory and honor and power unto the Lord our power. You know, and that's actually, now I read that, I think about the Lord's Prayer. All right, he said, what? For to thee is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever and into forever. And it actually starts off in the Lord's Prayer and saying, thy kingdom come, thy will be done. So it's actually Yahweh, which is Yahweh Shai's, his father's will to give us the kingdom. Okay, all right, starting off with what? All right, this word, which, you know, Yahweh Shai has given us. You know, so it says, for true and righteous are his judgments, for he have judged the great whore. That great whore is America, also known as Babylon the Great. Okay, because although Israel is catching hell all throughout the world, this is that main place of judgment. Okay, where Israel received, you know, where Israel were and, you know, straight up hardcore bondage slavery, man. You know, this is that main place of judgment that pushes homosexuality, that pushes idolatry, okay, upon all the world, man, especially upon the places that Israel dwells in. You know, that's why you have what over there in Brazil, you have the you have that a large erected image of Cesare Borgia. For he had judged the great whore which did corrupt the earth with her fornication, and had avenged the blood of his saints at her hand. So the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, requires the blood of the saints, which are the saints are the Israelites, man. Okay, can actually prove that. Let's get Psalms 148, and I think it was 14. I want to say Psalms 148 and 14. The Wadi Yahweh Hashim Yahweh Shai. Actually, I'm going to start at 13. Let them praise the name of Yahweh, for his name alone is excellent. His glory is above the earth and heaven. He also exalteth the horn of his people, the praise of all his saints, even of the children of Israel, a people near unto him. Praise ye Yahweh. Okay? So Yahweh Shai is going to avenge the blood of the Israelites. Alright? For all the rape, robbery, and murder that you've done from, going really all the way back to Cain and Abel until now, to this very day. Okay? It says, Revelation 19:3, and again they said, Hallelujah, all praises, and her smoke rose up forever and ever. So Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai got a bone to pick with you, man. You think just by the words we saying, it's alarming, which is through Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. And he also said, I will destroy them with the spirit of my mouth, and then by the brightness of my coming. So, hey, man, the actions is going to be louder than the words, man. The actions, you're going to know, all right, that you done fucked up, man. Okay? The scripture say, they shall know it after death by pain. Okay? So, another one I wanted to get is Micah, chapter 4, verse, Micah chapter 4 verse 1. But in the last days it shall come to pass that the mountain of the house of Yahweh shall be established in the top of the mountains. Okay? Talking about Israel. Israel being established upon all these other kingdoms. Okay? Actually, I should have read down in that Revelation 19, because if I can't find it, I'll just quote it. But it speaks about how he had all the crowns of all these other nations upon him. I think it's verse 12. Oh yeah, Revelation 19:12. His eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns, and he had a name written that no man knew but he himself. Okay? So, hey, man, Yahweh Shah want to be worshipped and feared, because he's coming back to judge, man. Thus, this day is called what? The day of judgment, the day of Armageddon. Okay? So it says, and many nations shall come and say, come and let us go up to the mountains of Yahweh. And why are they going to say that? All right, because Yahweh Shah just wrecked shit, man. He just took everything down, man. Here it is. You think about it, because when the scriptures also speak about how Yahweh Shah is going to come in the midst of World War III in the book of Isaiah, the 13th chapter. Also in the book of 2nd Esdras in the Apocrypha, the 13th chapter. How Yahweh Shah is going to come in the midst of World War III. Think about it. They shooting all the technology that Esau has. They probably going to try to shoot a nuke at Yahweh Shah. Who knows, man? He going to eat all that shit, man. The scripture said in the book of Daniel that he shall destroy him without hand. So this is why these nations are going to fear, man. Hey, you fear that, man. That's, whooping everybody's ass, man. So it says, and many nations shall come and say, come and let us go up into the mountain of Yahweh, and to the house of the God of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For the law shall go forth of Zion, and the word of Yahweh from Jerusalem. And he shall judge among many people, and rebuke strong nations afar off. All right? And they shall beat their swords into plowshares. Another way we know that these Israelis are not the real, are not the children of, written in the scriptures, are not the children of Israel, because there's still wars happening. All right? And it's right here, it says, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares, basically meaning no more wars when Yahweh Shah comes back. And their spears in the pruning hooks, nation shall not lift up a sword against nation. What's the modern day sword is the gun. Neither shall they learn war anymore. Like I said, you just look over there in the Gaza Strip, all right, and you see them Iranians, you see them Ishmaelites going head to head with them Israelis, man, over our land. Let me add that. Okay. This is Micah 4:4. But they shall sit every man under his vine and under his fig tree, and none shall make them afraid, for the mouth of Yahweh of hosts has spoken it. Okay. This is Ezekiel 25. Yeah, you can go really all day about the judgments that Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is going to have on these other nations, man. Ezekiel 25 and 11. And I will execute judgments upon Moab, and they shall know that I am Yahweh. You know, so like I said, many crowns meaning all these nations. Moab, okay? Moab meaning Moab are the Chinese, because in Psalms the 64th chapter, it says that how all these nations came together in one consent, you know, with their little summit meetings, and basically try to figure out how they can destroy Israel, man. All right, so the Lord is going to bring them all together to get destroyed, man. You know, it's beautiful. Because Esau is trying to push that new world order where all these nations come together. Okay, well, the Most High is going to let you fulfill that and then get destroyed, man. You know, it's not going to be to where they come together under Esau and be at peace. No, they're going to come together in that World War III to get destroyed. It says, Ezekiel 25 and 11, and I will execute judgment upon Moab, and they shall know that I am Yahweh. Thus saith the Lord power, because that Edom have dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and have greatly offended, and revenged himself of them. Okay? So Esau has a lot to pay for. The scriptures say he have greatly offended. Okay? Slavery wasn't enough for him, man. Okay? He had to go and rape the men, rape the women. Okay? Like the scriptures also say how let me see if I can come back to that. I'm gonna try to the apostle Roman brought that up. I always get this one mixed up. Zechariah. Let me see, Slacky. That's actually a good precept. I'll probably try to grab that too. Nah, Slacky. Just try to get this one. Zechariah. I always get these two mixed up. Zechariah 1 and 15. Start at 13 actually. Zechariah 1 and 13. And Yahweh answered the angel that talked with me with good words and comfortable words. So the angel that communed with me said unto me, cry thou. All right, so this going to prove this is the good news, man. Cry thou, saying, thus saith Yahweh of hosts, I am jealous for Jerusalem and for Zion with a great jealousy. You know, because what? They went after the ways of the heathen. And I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease. For I was but a little displeased, and they helped for the affliction. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, I am returned to Jerusalem with mercies. My house shall be built in it, saith Yahweh of hosts, and a line shall be stretched forth upon Jerusalem. Okay? So Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is going to come back and save us, man. Okay? That's why it's so important to push this word and get wisdom as King Solomon did. He got the wisdom, then the Most High gave him the kingdom. This is Zechariah 1 and 17. Cry yet, saying, thus saith the Lord of hosts, my cities through prosperity shall yet be spread abroad, and Yahweh shall yet comfort Zion, and shall yet choose Jerusalem. Words, man, the good news, man. You know, but Jake want to fight tooth and nail for Esau, man. What's that? Go back to Ezekiel. Ezekiel chapter 25, verse 12. Thus saith the Lord God, because that Edom hath dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and have greatly offended, and revenged himself upon them. Therefore, thus saith the Lord power, I will also stretch out my hand upon Edom. All right, so it's role reversal time, man. And will cut off man and beast from it, and I will make it desolate from Teman, and they of Dedan shall fall by the sword. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to my fury. What's the Lord said? What? In the book of Psalms? I can't remember exactly what it says, but he said he's angry at the wicked every day, man. You know, Esau is, in the scriptures, he's also known as the son of perdition, or the son, Salaki. He's also known as the son of the wicked. You know, the sons of the wicked. All right, so it says, and they shall do in Edom according to my anger. Salaki, I'm going to start from the top again. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel. You know, so it's going to get physical, man. And the kingdom is going to get real physical, man. And they shall do in Edom according to mine anger. So you think we pissed off? You ain't seen pissed off, man. And according to my fury. And they shall know my vengeance, saith Yahweh, power. Okay? Then it goes into the, so really, hey, the Most High, Jeremiah 49, right here, Ezekiel 25. The Most High gets busy, man, on the judgment, naming the judgments of you damn heathens, man. You know? Hey, so with that, Lord willing, you I can edified. Shalom to the elect.